Peace and love, everybody.
Yo.
Yo, Heritage Hip Hop has a legend right here. And everybody gets mad when I say legends. Remember what I said to y'all. A legend is somebody who inspires with their work and brings the best out of you. So everybody, I bring to you Chops the Savior.
Peace, y'all. Y'all know what time it is, man.
So
Jersey, everything Jersey.
that's right. We Jersey first in here, home team.
Know that.
So check this out. So there's people out here who say they're hip hop fans, but they don't know the gifts that they have in their own backyard. Tell the people who you are and how long you've been at this game.
Well, y'all know I'm Chops the Savior, man. Born and raised in Newark. I've been in this game for a long time. I can't really be as specific because, but it's been a real long time, though, to where I've earned my dues, you know what I'm saying? I got love for the hip-hop, for the culture. And, Newark raised me, man, you know what I'm saying? But I've been doing this for a long time. That's basically the bottom line. For years, you know what I'm saying? Like years to where I mastered my craft, so doing it a long time, man.
Well, like I said, I'm a connoisseur of the game, so
Right.
when somebody brings me a new MC, I like to really do my homework on them
Facts.
before I even attempt to even talk to them.
Facts.
And my man, I used to work at a school, my man Farad Thomas.
For my boy Fo.
That's right. He asked me about you, and I was like,
Okay.
never heard this man.
Right.
And when he gave me some things to hear of you, I was blown away because you could rap your ass off.
Appreciate it, good.
And more than just rhyming, you tell stories.
Right.
And that's something that's missing in the game right now.
Right.
Tell me, why do you think it's efficient for an MC to be able to tell detailed stories in their rhymes?
Because people can relate to the stories. Or, it's good to try to paint a vivid picture. You know what I'm saying? When you're telling these stories, man. And because you can't say anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, rhyming is rhyming. Cool. We could go flap, jack, gap, back, jap, slap, lap, lap. You know what I'm saying? But, like, it's like, okay, like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that about? You feel me? But, like, I like to tell pictures. I like to tell movies. You know what I'm saying? I want to paint a picture to where you like, yo, that's shit, that's like a short film. You know what I'm saying? Basically. But it's just the craft, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've mastered that craft to where I can sculpture my lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can sculpt my lyrics and paint that picture. You know what I'm saying? Because I come from that. Like, we come from pain. You feel me? Like, where I come from, Newark, South Ward, Weekway section, you know what I'm saying? Clan Place, what up, though? But, yeah, like, I come from pain. So it's like my rhyming, my music is a story.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, it's going to be a story. You know what I'm saying? Like, but, of course, we did the battle rhyming coming up. We did this, we branched out. But you mature throughout times, you know what I'm saying? But throughout times, you just grow. And your growth becomes stories, you know what I'm saying? Can't speak for everybody, but it did for me. You know what I'm saying? And I got good at it, and I mastered it. So I like to paint pictures, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I do, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to tell the stories, man. Like, people can relate to stories. People want to hear the truth.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And even if it's not my truth, it's still the truth. And that's what I, provide in my music. So,
I'm gonna keep it real with you. The storytellers are the ones that last the longest in hip hop.
Facts.
I mean, in my personal, this is me personally speaking, the MCs that told stories have the most memorable songs. Like, when I think about Ice Cube, I think about Summer Vacation, classic. When I think about Biggie, How Many? Slick Rick, How Many? Gray and Ghost, How Many?
Yeah, facts.
So when you come around that line,
Facts.
you got like people who not only can hit you with bars, but when you paint the picture and somebody look at you like, yo, did that really happen?
Really.
That's
Right,
the
that's
ones.
what get 'em. Like,
Yeah.
that's how I come. Like, yo, like, is that a true story? Like, where that come from? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it don't necessarily have to be your story, but it's someone else's story that because you're so creative with making music, it's easy to even paint someone else's picture. You
Yeah,
understand what I'm saying?
yeah. I think even with Kendrick's new album, Duckworth to me stood out because he talked about his dad and
Right.
Top Dog and how they met, and it's like
Right.
you be like, yo, did that really hit?
Facts.
And then it really came.
Yeah.
So I mean, even with that in your arsenal as an MC, I want to ask you a question. You said you spit pain and you spit real life. You also spit education. And to quote you, you said, in the hood, we pay attention to the wrong things. We are losing too many lives to the streets, superficial allure. Let's unite and save ourselves.
Right.
You're giving a message with the story as well.
Right.
What do you think is the message that is being lost in hip-hop today that was present before?
Well, I can honestly say more so is, even back then, you know, people kept it 100 with each other. Like, even us, when I was coming up on the block, you know, we had old heads. And old heads, you know, excuse my language, they'll bust our ass, you know, even if we ain't go to school or get caught, any of that. Like, that's what's missing. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, everybody just running rampant. You know what I'm saying? Like, the young brothers today, everybody, it's no guidance. You know what I'm saying? It's like a free-for-all. No matter what you're doing, no matter what, it's a free-for-all, man. And I think that part is kind of what's missing. But, I mean, it also take us to try to actually step up and don't ignore it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just go about your business. See, me, I'm for the togetherness. I'm for the us. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to work for Jersey unless Jersey get that togetherness together. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, my opinion, I think that's more so what's missing, like the guidance, the people to step up. You know what I'm saying? Someone to look up to. There's no role models out here. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's really my opinion on it. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that takes me to the next point, because you're the savior.
Yes.
And stepping up, hip-hop does have a responsibility to police itself before other people police it.
Facts.
And in North, you know, Do It All's running for councilman, which is that's a big look.
Salute, bro.
That's a big look.
Definitely.
And also in North, you know, we've had legendary MCs come back and give back. As the savior, what are you saving, and how was it going to be indebted to your legacy as an MC overall?
Well, I'm gonna keep it 100 with the savior. The savior. The title for me was more so of being from Jersey, a Jersey MC, to really bring it back to the East Coast.
Okay.
That's where the savior came in for me, like being Jersey, because you know right now in the South got it, you know, everywhere got it really, but us kind of. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you know, hip hop is coming back around to where, you know, doors may open up for the East to really jump back on the scene, but it's like a slow process or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, we're so overlooked, Jersey as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can change the game and bring it back. But, you know, like I said, we just constantly overlooked, or we always in New York shadow, keeping it on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like me being a Jersey MC, and Chops, the savior, I feel like I'm going to save hip-hop for the East. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my opinion. But, you know, bringing the real back to hip-hop, like, my music don't exist. My sound don't exist to the world. You understand what I'm saying? So once I feel like we get in that position, everything else is ball game.
Okay.
That's the savior. You know what I'm saying?
The lie. Once again, lie. But it's my life, the lie.
It's all real life, man.
The lie.
You already know what it is. Chops.
I
got a story to tell. Yo, I fell victim to the streets, but didn't have to.